Once I got into farming, I've realized that you've given birth to a new baby, and this baby will never grow up. This baby will be with you like a baby forever. While I was working in Google, I developed an interest for farming, which started as an interest, which became a hobby, which became a passion, which became a livelihood, which has become an economic activity for me. Even though my wife was a homemaker, but she was working more than me because she was raising our kids. And my daughter was an international badminton player. Her international ranking was 88, and she was playing during the Sindhu Saina days. Her name is Reshma Karthik. So she used to travel with them. They had a very busy training schedule. She used to take them to training, shift them, travel to different cities, and all that. When kids grow up, when they could start managing things themselves, I think she had a lot of time. And she was very intrigued the fact that I started attending farming workshops, going to volunteer in farms and all. She was very curious and kept irritating me, saying, "Why are you doing this? Even by remotely, if you think I'm going to join hands with you, count me out of it." My parents did that, and I remember that, and I don't want to be a farmer any longer. And I left that life, and I want to not get back into it. But then I just told her that, hey, just for this particular program, this was happening in Oroville, we are volunteering on one of the farms. So just for this program, just come. If you don't like it, just leave. She finally, I'm convinced her to come, and then we stayed in the farm for 7 days. She kind of started liking it. And then suddenly, one fine day, it dawned on me that we had bought a piece of land way back in 2004 purely on investment purposes. That time, it was almost 50 lakhs for an acre and a half land. Then I was talking to my wife. I said that, hey, we have our own piece of land which we have bought. So why don't we do something out here? And that thought happened in 2014, 2015. In the meantime, I was very inspired, very motivated by a lot of folks who had already set up farms and things like that. So I used to visit them, do a lot of voluntary work. And then few of them, I got really inspired how they went about doing it. And that's how I started. You should take that. It gives an authentic look. Yash farm na board. Aar niche gir gaya na. Natural hai. There's a saying in India, a very popular saying. They say that you can't choose land. Land chooses you. It's so very true that I have this good fortune of Mother Earth out here, having chosen to have me here as its resident, as its tenant for however long I live here. And it's so amazing. You have this pristine view. Whenever you get tired of farming, you can come sit under this tree. And an amazing view of the Bannerghatta forest. There's a beautiful Western Ghats which flows here. That's the Bilakal forest here. We have the Benki Falls, which is very close by. And right in the midst of the forest, we have this good fortune of the land having chosen me to do farming. We are a do-it-ourselves project. We don't outsource anything to everybody. And all the materials what we used is all indigenous, right? The walls which we have built, it was all from the soil, from the land. The thatch which you see at the roof, it's again from the all the grass which is grown around. The keith, which is the coconut leaves, is all the coconut leaves around this place, right? So if you look at that, it is very cheap. It's almost negligible. I would say a conventional building, if it costs some 3,000 rupees a square feet, you can probably get this at around 300, 400 rupees a square feet. And then once we kind of moved in there, then my kids said, hey, our careers all taking off now. So thank you for everything, but all the best with your farm and your farming life. So me and my wife were looking at each other, said, hey, we developed this farm, we built this farmhouse, our kids are not going to be there. So eventually my wife also deserted. She said, I'll come and see you once in a while, but I have to be where my kids are. In between, a lot of people used to come and stay in the farmhouse just to enjoy the farm and the farm environment. And some of them used to say, hey, I can't stay here for free, I want to pay you and all that. So I think when COVID happened in 2020, we stayed in the farm for almost 2.5, 3 years. My kids also moved into the farm. So as a family, we stayed and we understood farming, farm life in that COVID time. So my wife became a professional cook during that time. I became a professional farmer. I could do everything of farming. She knows how to take care of animals like farm animals, chicken. So we ran this entire farm, 1.5 acre farm with all these plants, all these animals, all by ourselves.
अभी चल के आना है?
नहीं नॉर्मल चलना है आपको। हाँ ना हाँ
पता है चारों ओर दिमाग चलाती हूँ इतने साल से चला रही हूँ I is opposite to me. I like that noisy, that market style, that rush, that traffic. I love that. So I want both. You tell mix and match, na? The whole day I'm here, and then I go there. So I get both together on one day. Personal and profession is going hand in hand. When profession is finished, I go back to my personal. When that is over, I come back here. I want to be physically active. Physically and mentally, I want to be active. So that happens both the ways. Any situation, you should know how to deal. That is what life is. Not to have luxury, not to have people surrounding. If nobody is there, you should do all alone by yourself. Any job. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to have a street smart characters within him. If that is there, no, what else you want in life? You can go anywhere and survive. Since I was a homemaker, my job is to only take care of my family. That's it. So whatever I could do, I did my best. So he had the dream to do a farm. So my job is to only support. That was framed in my brain. I was very obedient to my family. That obedience I had in my brain. Whatever I do, it should help my family. That's it. Nothing else. I'm a very blank person. Whatever you want, I will do it. Whatever comes through my, I don't know, I'm like salt. I'm like salt. I don't think too much. I don't plan too much. What is the use of thinking and planning? See, recently, my dad, hip was replaced. He was so happy. He showed that that lung capacity machine is there, no? So whenever you blow, the blue ball jumps up. He told, see ma, in ICU I went, see this one, if I blow, it'll go. And then the doctor told me to do my feet like this. I told, Acha, now you're recovered. Now you should be very conscious that about yourself, not to disturb your mind, not to over-excite yourself, thinking that I'm fine. He was so excited, Acha, chalo, now I can walk. Today operation is done. He thinks tomorrow he can walk. He told, he just showed me like this. My life is going to be fine. See, my life is going to change now. He was 86 years. I'm going to remove all these teeth. I'm going to put new teeth. I'm going to walk. I'm going to change myself. See, my change, life will be different. We just missed him after 2 days. So all that is there in my brain now. So all that I always see. I don't miss my parents now. I see it through guests. I treat them, I serve them as my parents. I'm becoming very emotional, but this is a fact. I still think my parents are still there with me. I've not missed them. Maybe he's not there physically, but he's there.
So conventional people look at revenue. I look at expense. Conventional people look at business separately, life differently. For me, life and business is the same. So if my life is the business, what is in my control is my expense. Revenue will happen or not happen, it's not in my control. I have set up a farm and do a farming life is to make sure my expenses become zero. And whatever little needs I have, it comes from the farm almost free of cost. We have 10 cows. I don't sell milk. I make ghee. Desi ghee kitna hai? 1 liter ka? 2,500 rupees. 10 liter? 25,000 rupees. 20 liter? 50,000 rupees. Go Arka, Go Mutra from Desi cows. We make Go Arka out of it. You get it on Amazon at 100 rupees. I make 20,000 rupees out of that. Then I make another 20,000 rupees by generating power and giving to the grid. My staff salary all put together is 80,000 rupees. I generate on a monthly basis 1.2 lakhs without getting customers in. So मैं free में रहता हूँ. So as you can see, there are 2 farms and both have sufficient infrastructure. And the entire farm, right from the capital investment of buying land, setting up this infrastructure, doing everything. Operationally, we are making money, but that's through the income. But to set up this capital investment, everything has happened through my savings and investments which have been done in mutual funds, stocks, and FDs over the last 25, 30 years of my life. So 20% I put in all these financial instruments, at least 20% of my overall revenue I'm investing in community building, because the more community becomes good farmers here, more we can have the power of collective, right? Let's say if I'm growing 100 kilos of tomato, I can only sell 100 kilos of tomato. If I'm selling 1000 kilos of tomato through my farmer friends, I can make pickles out of it and sell and share the profit with everybody. That's making more money. That's the effect of compounding and building a community. And that's what we're investing in the weekend school, helping in building community, making sure that youth understand the right farming practices, and also taking care of the health needs of all this. What is the goal of living? Goal of living is to live without any irritations, without any limitations, just live free-spirited, right? And for you to live free-spirited, this is your asset. You came with this. Some development happened, some muscle mass developed, you became big, and then eventually this all start dying, and one day you will get buried or burnt or whatever. So you can't have anything more than this. You have to focus on this. So meaning, if you want to live happily, you have to be maniacally selfish about yourself. So I have grown-up kids. What's the best gift I can give to them? Is the best version of myself. Meaning, if I'm healthy, if I'm happy, my kids will be very praised, no? Because they don't have the guilt of taking care of me. And why you need to take care of your health is because of gratitude. Because these organs are yours, these limbs are yours, this hand is yours, this mind is yours, this heart is yours. If you don't take care of it, who will take care of it? So how do you take care of it? You can't sit and go gym 24 hours a day. You can't be doing diet 24 hours a day. The purpose this nature has given you all this is to make sure that you're living, right? The process of you to live and do your work, it becomes very hands-on. Once I got into farming, it's a lot of difference I find myself. That routine is that wake up early in the morning and then go to sleep very early. You are as part of the circadian cycle, right? So you basically see sunrise and you see sunset, and you try to get some things done before that. And so that becomes part of you, and that becomes second nature to you, that becomes you. And once you get into that cycle, you see a massive productivity gain in you. And I see that has transformed me. Like for instance, I can't sleep beyond 5:30 in the morning. Come what may. It's a body cycle, body clock. I get to 5:30, I wake up. And I don't wake up like, I need to get up. I wake up with a spring. I jump out of the bed. And as soon as I jump out of the bed, I get out. Because a body thing is that first you need to see the cows, you need to water the plants, you need to leave the chicken out, you need to take the dogs out for a walk. So it becomes high energy activity from 5:30 onwards. And then you're doing that activity till 8:39. And then you get hungry. By 9:30 you have some meal. We normally have ragi, we grow ragi, so you make porridge out of ragi, it's called ragi ganji. Or you have old rice, which you ferment, and you put pickle and buttermilk to that and drink, because buttermilk is your own buttermilk, it's from your own cows. You can't get better than that. So you drink that, and then you feel good, and then you go back to work. Either you do some internet work because I work at Google, I do that, or I go to work. I go use a EV, electric vehicle, to go to work. If I'm in Google, I eat something what is in Google office. If I'm here, if I'm at the farm, I do some work or internet work, eat something, whatever is grown locally. Very simple but nutritious food. By 2:33, you take a power nap. Then you wake up, you do either some farm work or work on the internet, or do alternatively both, because you have internet around the farm. You can take your phone and do your Google work, and you also do farming work. And you can be on calls and you continue to farm. And then you finish that, you multitask with both the work, and then evening you have some snack, and then 6:37 you're done. Your meal is done. Your last meal is maybe around 5:45, 6, and that's it. And then you do some internet work, you do some planning for the next day. By 9:30 you're slept, and then by 4:30 you're up again. Like I said, I started working when I was 18 years old. I never stopped working. I'll only stop working when I'm a dead body. As far as you have a running mind, na, वो कीड़ा चलता रहता है. You're constantly doing something for fun. Some things will get money. Some things you will be बर्बाद करेगा, पैसा डालेगा. So that is what it is, right? So at the end of the day, life is very simple. Life is very simple. Make sure that money that comes your way, you put it to good use, so that takes care of you. Meaning, how will you put it to good use? Only if you have money. If you blow all the money that comes to you, you will not be able to put to good use. So all the good things in life is free or cheap and underestimated. So if once that realization comes, then you paisa hi paisa hai, you have never issue of money. And then if you make the money compound by putting in small instruments and then all this SIP visit karta, so I can see, boss. So you're talking to me at the right stage of my life, right? I'm at 58 years old. I've seen all those investments fructify, and all those whatever passion, interest, and all that will remain on a book if I didn't have the capital. So for you to invest, you have to focus. You have to have cash flow, no? A lot of people leave job to set up farm. I don't know why. कहाँ से पैसा आते हैं उनको? I have never understood that. Everybody needs to do 2 jobs. So I'm doing job. I've never left a day at work. I enjoy doing my work. I'm very indebted to my work, and I'm grateful for that work because it's helping me pursue my passion. And this passion is helping me live better, be more productive, so that I can contribute more to my work. And then I made sure this passion doesn't suck. Everybody's passion sucks in. People play golf. Golf से क्या मिलता है? सुकून मिलता है. But पैसा कितना खर्च होता है? People go on adventure tours. सुकून मिलता है. पैसा कितना खर्च होता है? I do farming. पैसा लेता है, पैसा भी देता है. फ्री हो गया. सुकून फ्री में मिलता है मुझे.